Take a look around your home. Do you feel supported and safe, or do you feel anxious, overwhelmed, and frustrated? I'm talking about clutter and how that can affect us. We might have already full lives, and in midlife especially, so many changes can happen. Divorce, empty nesters, kids leaving to college, leave their stuff, widowhood, taking care of the elderly parents, all those kind of things can add to clutter just accumulating. But I'm here talking about the things that you can do even if you feel overwhelmed right now. Hi, I'm Eija. I'm love and life coach for people over 50. And before that, I used to be interior designer and a clutter clearing coach. If you look behind me, there's some clutter from the breakfast earlier. But anyway, I digress. And before we start, I want to say that clutter is subjective. Some people may feel stressed when a couple things are messed up. Others can tolerate more. But overall, people feel less anxious and more supported when the spaces are clean. And I often hear this, that if I only would have a weekend to clear clutter. And I'm here to say that you don't need that. You just need few moments and consistency and some habits to change. And I know some very intelligent, capable people who are not lazy that still suffer with clutter. And it's about waiting for that perfect moment to do the changes. And that never happens. Weeks, months, years go by. So the thing is to start small. And before we go any further, I want to also say that if you feel shame about clutter, please release that. You're not lazy, you just haven't learned some of the habits that help you live a clutter-free life. And I want to tell you this. I wasn't super messy ever, but my drawers would be always just completely mess. And maybe like 10 years ago, I got so annoyed with that because every morning I was searching for stuff like this and I couldn't find anything. So I started organizing my drawers. And that one switch changed how I organize my drawers. I mean, I can go and get my t-shirt and jeans from the drawer in a completely dark room and I would find them because I know where they are. And that is so freeing and time-saving for sure. If you don't have those habits yet, don't worry. If you are stressed about the clutter, that's momentum. Use that. But don't wait for the free weekend to do it, but start now. And here's another important tip. If you have 1 hour today or next day, whatever, to do the clutter clearing, use the half hour, half the time that you have allowed to clutter clear, and the next half hour to organize. Because the thing is that when most people start clearing clutter, they go all in and these piles get bigger and bigger. And soon it's midnight and you're exhausted and you cannot do anything else. So what tends to happen is that those piles stay there for weeks, sometimes months. We don't want that. So start small with the time limit, clutter clearing, and then organizing. And the thing is that once you have those piles, keep, toss, donate, those donate bags need to go into your car and to the donate place. Thing that I've seen time and time again, that they are in the garage for weeks and months before they get donated. So don't hold on to those. That really kind of just streamline it. Of course, when you start small, it might take a few weeks to pile enough stuff to take to the Goodwill or whatever. But those are the kind of the habits to help you start. But the bigger part than the actions and the habits is your mindset. Give love and appreciation for your home, whether you're happy with it or not, because that kind of allows you to see the importance of home, importance of space. And I'm not talking about the fact that taking care of your house will keep the value more. Of course, that's important too, but I'm talking about kind of the emotional side of it. Really kind of loving your home, thanking the home that's keeping you safe. You can just appreciate the home that you have and then do better. Even though initially it takes time away from something else. Let's say that you are clutter clearing for 1 hour a day. But soon you realize that you have more space, more time to do things that you enjoy. You can breathe a little bit easier and do what works for you. For instance, maybe every day you clear out, the kitchen before you go to bed. And if you need help, let me know. I'll leave a link to my free 30-minute call. So what does clutter clearing do for you? Like I said earlier, it creates space, which equals to time, self-confidence, self-trust, and even self-love. So those are big positive things, don't you think? And living a clutter-free life, and I'm not talking about perfection now, but being able to enjoy being at home. And also important to note that your weekly cleanings shouldn't be first that you take 3 hours to organize stuff rather than it's about cleaning. There are several studies how clutter affects us. And you probably know this as well. When you go somewhere that the surroundings are beautiful and clean and clear, that feels good. And those days that you have really cleaned your home and it smells fresh and all that stuff, doesn't it feel lighter? It does. But so often we don't realize that living clutter-free is kind of a lifestyle. It's the habits that support that journey. And if you have struggled with it, it might take you a few tries to get it right. And you create your own systems that support you. When you're ready to start your clutter clearing life, start small. It's not about perfection, it's consistency. And simply, little by little, changing those ways of being. And soon you will realize how much easier, more automatic that is. And sometimes I tell people that take time how much it takes to fold one load of laundry, or how much time does it take to empty a dishwasher. Those daily tasks that we have, couple minutes, really couple minutes. And people put those off. Don't. One thing too is that when we are comfortable and safe in our home space, that calls in for new opportunities, love, fun evenings, social events. And I want you to pay attention how you feel after you have been clearing clutter. If it makes you feel lighter, more confidence, better, that's good. And in closing, I want to say that creating space for love means creating space for you. And when you're doing that intentionally, you are creating opportunities to your life and to your well-being. Love and light. Bye.